Hello PHPers, it's Bruce here, and in this short video I'm going to show you how to add a custom logo. In fact, allow the user of your WordPress theme to add a custom logo to their site. So I'm going to start in functions.php. I'm going to start in functions.php, and I'm going to go to the theme support function that we created. And I'm going to add a new method here, a new function, and it's going to be called, I'm just going to look at my notes because I had coded this already, custom-logo, custom-logo. And that's all you need to do there. Again, we're in functions.php. We're on our theme support function, and here we are adding the custom logo, custom-logo. And what this is going to do, it's going to give the customizer, right? If I go back to the customizer here, if I go to the customizer, so I'm in WordPress admin, appearance, themes, and then I go to customize, right? I can go right here to site identity, and you can see here there's something called logo, select logo. And I can select an image here, and I'll just do that if I have one. Let's see if I have one. Let's see. Let me go to Dropbox on my Mac and go to a photo. Whoops, photos. And parasailing, and I'm just going to choose one of these. I don't know what it is. So let's see, it's uploading. Okay. And there it is. It's my wife and I parasailing. And on the right, I'm going to add some alt text. Say Bruce and Gail parasailing. Again, this is just an example. And I'm just going to click select. All right. So there we are. I can crop it out now. And let me just do that. I'll just crop this out. There we go. And I'll hit crop image. And now I have the ability, right, to use this image in my site as the logo for the page, right? So if I hit publish, right, the logo is now going to be available to my theme via PHP. So again, hold on a second. I need to go to my sample code that I'm working on in another machine, and I'm just going to copy this and then I'll go through it. All right. So I'm going to go back into VS Code, and I'm going to go to my header.php, or, you know, the page you want to put the logo on. And I'm going to put it, I'll put it below our nav just because it really doesn't matter. I'm going to paste in this PHP code. I'm going to paste in this PHP code. There it is. I need to put PHP tags around it, and I'll do that right now. Okay. So there is that. So let's talk about this for a second. I'm going to comment this out right here, and I am going to just use this code right here. So let's talk about line 28. It says, if function exists, the custom logo. Now, what this does is provides backwards compatibility for WordPress, older versions, because this version always wasn't part of, this thing wasn't always part of WordPress. So the people at WordPress created a function to test to see if the custom logo capability is in the version of WordPress that the user has. So if it does have it, then you see here, I just have another WordPress function from the WordPress codex, right? That site with all the documentation that you should have bookmarked. And it says the custom logo, and that's it, right? So if I go to my page now, right? Not this. If I go right here, and not this either, right? If I go back to my site, which is right there, you can see there's a giant picture, right? Of Bruce and Gail, right? Yeah. So that's okay, but that's kind of not what we want, right? This is WordPress giving you the original size version of that image. So what you can do instead of using the custom logo, and again, this is all documented on the codex. This is how I learned it. So these 3 lines are required. So here, just so you know, on line 29, that was WordPress, like giving me an image tag, giving me everything about that image, right? The alt attributes, the SRC attribute values, all that stuff. So if I want just to get the image SRC value, right, the source value, I'm going to create a variable. Doesn't have to be called this, but $custom logo ID. And then I have this WordPress function from the codex, get theme mod custom logo, just like it is there. And then I'm getting the image SRC attribute. So I want the image source, and I'm storing that in a variable called $logo. And this is the function, WP get attachment image source. And then I'm just echoing out an image tag here with the source value. Now, if you wanted to see the other things that are available here, you could do something like this, just so you know, right? Actually, I'm going to come back to this. So let me show you what this does. This thing that it gives you back is an array. So that's why I'm getting element 0 here, because the thing in the 0th position is in fact that image. So if I go right here and I go back here, right, you can see it's much smaller now. Now I have full control over using my own CSS to control the size of that image, all right? So let me just show you other things that are in here. So if I do like print R or var dump, whatever you want to use, print R, and then $custom logo ID. Let's see what that gives us. So I'm going to go back here. I'm going to refresh. It says 26. Well, that's the ID. I didn't want that. So let me now just change this here to, let me just take this here, cut it, and move it right here. And say print R $logo, and let's see what we get. Okay, let's see what we get. Refresh. So now I get all this stuff. See, it says array. It gives an element 0 is the path to the image. You see that? And then in element 1, it gives me 150, and then it gives me the height and width here. Just so you know, all right. It's not giving me the alt value. I mean what do you call it? The caption or the alt attribute. But I'll come back to that in a future video. All right. So that's how you can put the image right there and your own IMG tag. In fact, your own classes too, right? I can put a class here, and I can say, I got to be careful here. I'll use single quotes, and I'll just say, you know, Bruce, just like that. And if I go back to my page, right, it's still here. If I refresh my page, the print R is still there, peoples. So if I go back and inspect now, you'll see, right, that the class Bruce has been applied, all right? So just so you know, this is how you can add a custom logo to your page and allow the user, the person, to go in through the WordPress customizer, right, to change that particular site logo. Thanks for watching.